It's a bump in the road. In the first quarter of this year, Tesla delivered nearly 9% fewer cars than it did during the same period last year. And Ford saw a near 11% year-on-year sales skid in January, but has rebounded in recent months.
They're looking for a longer range. That's one of the biggest things that consumers want, and that's been one of the big challenges besides the additional costs with electric vehicles. So they want a reasonably lower priced car that has all the technology and the safety that everybody wants.
But some experts at this year's New York Auto Show predict EV sales will soon be rounding the corner.
EV market share will grow to over 12% this year, thus moving further forward towards the transition from early adopters to early majority.
That demand could be reliant on the rollout of charging stations nationwide. The Biden administration has pumped $7.5 billion into a plan to build at least 500,000 public chargers come 2030. New York is working to give its own electric vehicle infrastructure a jolt. The aim is to roll out hundreds of fast charging stations across the state by 2025, with at least 100 of them right here in New York City. The hope is that fast, affordable and convenient charging will ease the shock of switching to an EV. But for US consumers, some experts warn that seeing is believing.
Once we're up to a couple 100,000 charging stations, I think this anxiety will disappear. But it's just something distinctive about the US because we're just unusually large as a country with greater than average distances to, say, visit relatives.
EV sales may be stalling, but the demand for hybrids is shifting gears. Over 1 million were sold last year, with many Americans unwilling to fully commit to an electric vehicle. Car makers maintain that the future is electric, but convincing people to completely make the switch could still prove to be a bit of a journey. William Denslow, CGTN, New York.